God save the Duke and Duchess!
Thank thee, shake slow, thank thee. My good people, do make yourselves comfortable, aye? Shake slow and Marshfield.
He never gets this right.
Lords and ladies, he is Kate Marlowe, the most famous playwright until I come around.
And he is Will Shakespeare, a famous playwright only because I am, well,
You're going to have a bad night.
a bad accident someday.
Yeah. My Lord Duke, my Lady Duchess, may we tell and regale these people what is here to await them, what delights they can expect this day.
I would have nothing less than you talk to these people about the delights we have in store for them.
I don't know where we're going with this. All right.
I don't know either. I'm sure we will find it delightful.
Lords and ladies, there are such things you can do this day as risk your own life in a very safe way. On zip line. Flying across Liberty Lake and back again. You can beat each other over the head with swords that won't hurt each other.
Just little balloons?
Yeah, there you have it. And you can kick your best friend in the shins.
What? Ah, those are my shades!
I know, but also you can enjoy the amazing feats of adventure brought to you by the Knights of the Round Table. Now, lords and ladies, are you ready to see violence? Are you ready to see mayhem? Are you ready to see knights on horseback charging at each other, risking life and limb for your amusement?
You're all sick and twisted, and luckily I'm the only one.
My name is Sir Angus, Thane of Scotland, and with me today,
Good people, I am Sir Morgan of Arc.
now lords and ladies, we have 3 jousts for your amusement today, 11:15, 2:15, and 5 of the clock. So, as soon as you're done here, as soon as the Duke is done with you, doing a great job, stand up and then head to the joust field for the first tournament of the day. What say you? And now, my lord, I ask that we humbly may retire and prepare for the first tournament.
Oh, my good lord, we've been waiting for you to retire for years.
Oh,
You may go.
thank you, Your
Thank
Grace.
thee.
The Knights of Round Table Productions!
Huzzah! Now, lords and ladies, sometimes we all need a little piece of mind.
Sometimes we all need a little family time.
Sometimes you need 17 and a half people from one family to come up and regale you with song. You're not talking about the Von Trapp family singers now.
No,
We
no.
don't want to get sued. No.
We are talking about the most dysfunctional family on the Shire, Pieces of Eight!
Yes, right.
That was almost bad. Lords and ladies, we are
Pieces of Eight!
And we have a song for you on this fine day. Shall we? We shall. Wondrous. Here we go. It was last Monday morning.
I heard them call and say, the orders came this afternoon, we're bound to march away. For the Lancashire lads have gone abroad, whatever shall we do? They're leaving many a pretty fair maid to cry, what shall I do? Said the mother to the daughter,
What makes you talk so strange that you would marry a soldier lad for the whole wide world to range?
those soldiers, they are random boys, they have but little pay. Can they maintain a wife and child on 16 pence a day? For the Lancashire lads gone abroad, whatever shall we do? They're leaving many a pretty fair maid to cry, what shall I do? Said the father to the daughter,
I'll have you close confined. You'll never marry a soldier boy. He'll be no son of mine.
If you keep me 7 long years and after set me free, I'll go and find my soldier lad when I gain my liberty.
for the Lancashire lads gone abroad, whatever shall we do? They're leaving many a pretty fair maid to cry, what shall I do? My true love dressed in scarlet and turned up with the blue, and every place that he goes in, my sweetheart is true. For they have sweethearts enough, me boys, and girls to please their minds, but they'll never
adventure?
Who here likes magic?
Who here likes gatherings of magic?
Who here likes to get a little dicey?
Who here thinks dice games are crap?
Perhaps we should roll with the Armchair Wizards.
Good evening, lords and ladies. It is a pleasure to be here today. Your Duchessliness, I am Timothy the Orange, the Armchair Wizard, and I am here to regale you of the tale of adventures. It is an all-day role-playing game that works with every single villager that decided to participate. You get your dice, you get your experience points in the form of shiny, perfect gemeralds. You receive zenny that can be used to get amazing equipment, and it's all at that booth, the first place you saw when you walked in, as well as our Armchair Wizards massive multiplayer on-stage live action role-playing game show, or MMORPGs for short. We will be performing at 11:15, at 2:15, and at 5 o'clock when you're just drunk enough at the wine stage. Please join me for that. Roll this giant D20 and have a great festival day. Your Jupiness.
The Armchair Wizard! There are some who call him Tim.
There's some who call him Orange.
There you have it. But lords and ladies, I really hope that your Thaco is good enough to play that game. That one was directly for you. One person here old enough to remember first edition. Now, lords and ladies, I would also be remiss if I did not plug myself. Hey, Kit, how many shows do you have a day?
2. I have chess.
All right. I have 4 shows this day, lords and ladies. My very first show is going to be across the lake in the exact geographic opposite location of where we are. The yellow and white temple you can see over there. At noon, I, Will Shakespeare, will be doing Romeo and Juliet, the Flying Implement of Doom Edition. And at 1:30, Macbeth, Death by Fluffy Kittens. I can't remember what else I'm doing this day. I need a drink more. But, lords and ladies, my Lord Duke, my Lady Duchess, we return the show back to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Let me follow!
And this is Will Shakespeare.
I'm wearing fresh socks!
And together they are unemployed.
Really? I thought we were keeping the funding for the Crossword Endowment for the Arts.
Oh no, I've gotten rid of that.
Oh, damn.
The cuts were huge.
Can I stay?
You're sure you can stay because nothing that you do is artistic. My good people, I would like to welcome you all of those of you who have traveled from afar, and the dignitaries with us this day. I shall begin with my most favorite of decrees. Today, I wish you to do nothing but eat, drink, shop, revel, and make merry in this, our most favorite child of Crossford.
We would also like to introduce our 2 daughters who are here with us today, Elizabeth and Margaret. Despite the finest attempts of the Vikings last year, Elizabeth remains on the market, as it were.
That's a piece of merchandise to be bandied about like a candy top.
Tots. Oh, the succulent strawberry. The courageous cherry. The rapacious raspberry are so... Sorry, skipped breakfast. Anyway, I am proud to be joined on the dais by the 5 greatest women that I know. And someday, here in Northumberland, the weight of the duchy will fall upon the shoulders of my daughter and her eventual husband.
Which brings us to a young gentleman who is visiting us today.
Oh, my dear, our young visitor is a cardinal.
He's a bird?
Ferdinando de' Medici, son of Cosimo de' Medici, Duke of Florence.
Your Grace, I like to thank you for your warm welcome, and I'm happy to convey unto you and your people warm wishes from my father and all of Firenze.
Oh, thank
My
you.
daughter.
Not now. Not now. Not now. There's now and then there's not now. We're in the not now. I know. Your Grace, Your Eminence, I assure you that the fame of the de' Medici family extends far beyond Florence and the Mediterranean, and I am sure all those gathered would love to know what has brought me here with us today.
Firenze prides itself on knowledge of the world, and is well aware of England's economic and strategic strengths.
But why here in Northumberland? Why not the Queen in London?
Your Grace, you underestimate the stories that surround you. But fear not, we are not here to instigate insurrection. My older brother, Francesco, is in London with the Queen as we speak.
Stories that surround us? I'm certain I have no idea of what you speak.
Your Grace, I will not demean your intelligence by pretending that you do not know that in our business, spies are a way of life.
Spies? Where? Have you considered the important strategic implications of, say, a royal intermarriage?
Elizabeth!
Your Graces, while I am honored you would consider me to be part of your family, as you well know, the church does not allow cardinals to marry. Perhaps someday.
I understand, but I will not demean your intelligence by presuming that you do not know that sometimes in our business people leave the church for political reasons.
I will leave the politicking for my brother. There is nothing I dislike more than politics.
Oh, believe me, I completely understand.
I've been privy to far too many arguments between my father and brother on how best to balance the needs of the state, our people, and our citizens.
There can be no argument. The state reigns supreme.
I'm sorry, sir. Who art thou?
My pardon. I'm called Niccolo.
I recognize that face. Your Signore Machiavelli.
Grazie, young de' Medici. I must say it does something to a man's sense of worth to be completely unimportant. And since I arrived here, you're the first to recognize me.
But it can't be. Signore Machiavelli was born in 1469.
See, May 3rd, to be exact.
And he lived in Tuscany and Firenze his whole life.
What a matter's this?
Allow me to help our young visitor get to the point. Signore Machiavelli, I would like to welcome you to the Shire of Crossburn, in Northumberland, in England. And the year is 1564, and I'm sure thou hast a great many questions.
Aha! I was correct. You owe me 25 florins. I knew these weren't the farmlands of Florence.
Wait, the what?
1564.
Yes, I get that part. What do you mean I owe thee?
Do you not remember by the Grove of Poplars? I said I would bet thee 25 florins that these were not the forests of Fiorencino, and you said I would take thy wages. I will recognize that in any way.
Tis true, husband, I remember it.
Marietta, you're not helping.
I cannot help if you refuse to see the truth. I told you to ask that farmer for help, but no!
Wow! They sound just like you, Mom!
They really do.
On to the important matter. How is it we came to be here in England in 1564?
I will give you all the short version now, and if thou dost wish, we may go into full detail on it later. number of visitors here with us this year. Perhaps introductions might be in order, so that we might get to the heart of this matter. Signore Machiavelli, wouldst thou kindly introduce thy entourage?
My pleasure. As I say, I'm Niccolo di Bernardo di Machiavelli, recently the second chancellor and ambassador of Florence. Now, a country gentleman, after the de Medicis destroyed the Florentine Republic and persuaded me to leave that position. Beside of me, as always, is my beautiful wife, Marietta. Also, also traveling with us is Nicoletto Corella, Lucrezia Borgia, Principessa Lucrezia Borgia, Michele Canestraro, a merchant and a scholar, and Eleanor Gonzaga, my wife's first handmaid.
And Signore Da Vinci, wouldst thou kindly introduce thy traveling companions?
Your Grace, though our lives overlap, for each of us to be this young and strong at the same time must involve some magic. But for introductions, I am Leonardo da Vinci. And this is Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. Your Grace, between us, we represent work in all major visual art forms: painting, sculpture, cartography, architecture, murals. We have done them all. Some of us have even dabbled in the scientific area as well.
This is quite well, but I'm sure the question on everyone's lips is, why art thou all here? Yes, you five. Sending up the spokesperson. Yes, rise. Thou soundest not Italian. Who art thou?
Simone Elizabeth Grey, Your Grace.
Art thou then related to the Lady Jane Grey?
Yes, she was my cousin.
The Greys are well known and supported here in Northumberland. Tell me, what brings thee so far from thy family?
Unfortunately, it is my family who has moved far from me. I will spare you the details, but it seems they think that I hold court with witches and fairies and have decided to disinherit me.
Well, you are in good luck then, my dear. Occasionally, we do actually hold court with witches and fairies.
Aye.
So you are in wonderful company.
Oh, I'm grateful for it. Now, to the matter at hand. We were listening to the earlier discourse, and it seems as though the entrance of Signor Machiavelli was almost too perfect, as if the hand of magic writ forth, "Enter Machiavelli," as his cue line was given by Signor Medici. Cardinal Medici. I think the answer can be found there at once.
I believe thou may be correct, but what was his eminence saying?
I believe I was speaking as to the discourse between my father and brother on how best to rule the state. You see, my father believes in a noble house led by national pride and having the finest arts and sciences, while my brother, on the other hand, seeks to rule using laws as tools of fear and having many enemies so that people unite through common hatred.
I see your brother shows promise. Rigid rule structure keeps people ordered. If you can keep people afraid of the world outside of their own, they will band together to reject the foreign rule. Thus, order as a means to create more order. Fear is greater than love, if you cannot have a both. For love is internal and fickle, and sometimes it comes and goes with the breeze. But fear is external, and as long as the source remains constant, the result will be constant.
There is a little truth to that. If you can get people to fear you, you can achieve some success. Fear is a natural response to danger and leads people to a mode of survival where they only do enough to escape what they fear. Love is much more irrational, and truly it sometimes makes people do stupid things. Perhaps going to battle, even if they fear it. They love the leader or the feeling of purpose, or both, so they fight anyway. They are inspired by the future glory or the significance of their input. It is much more motivating than limiting. fear. In my field of the arts, fear cannot inspire, and only love can let you work for years to perfect a creation.
Well spake, Da Vinci, well spake. However, the art that you so love, does it not take a stable and a prosperous government in order to succeed in the first place?
It does not. Some pieces of art have been created during the worst of strife, but art will flourish under a stable and prosperous government. For how can we hope to create when all around us is being destroyed? But that was not the question. The question was, how do you achieve this stability and prosperity?
See, a strong and centralized rule.
National pride and the belief that your work makes your country a better place.
Sir, pride is as easily undermined as to be useless.
And a single battle loss means the end of a centralized state.
Enough!
I think we hear about politics enough when it is not a festival day. Do we really need to argue it here as well?
And this is why I love you so much, my delicious little ravioli.
Oh, I love you, my pasta primavera.
Oh, this is disgusting.
What?
Forgive me, perhaps we can settle this the way we here in Crossford prefer best. Aye.
What?
No, Signore Machiavelli, Signore Da Vinci, perhaps throughout the course of the day, thou wouldst care to field pieces and return to this board at a pre-prescribed time to partake in a human chess match against each other.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Excellent. Then, my good people, I do invite you all to return to this place at 3 o'clock and witness this contest of strategy and strength twixt Signore Machiavelli and Signore Da Vinci. Perhaps our young cardinal will find some of the answers he seeks there.
And do not forget that at 11:15 and 2:15 to see those glorious knights have wonderful jousts over at Swain Field.
Until then, Your Eminence, I will attend upon you. As for the rest of you, what are you all still doing here? This is a festival day. Go and enjoy yourselves.